Hi guys, iSpy here, and today I am going to be talking about, well, my tattoo. I have mentioned in the past that I wanted to talk about my tattoo on the channel. I think I've mentioned it on Twitter a few times, and like a few live streams back when I used to do those. So here we are today. So basically what I'm going to be doing today is just talking about why I wanted to get the tattoo and the process, as well as showing a few photos and footage of said tattoo. So it's a little bit of a story time, and you get to know me a little bit more. So here we go. So I've been wanting to get a tattoo for a very, very long time. I thought about getting one when I was 15, but I didn't because obviously that is way too young to get a tattoo, in my opinion personally. Even though it's kind of the norm here in New Zealand for people that age to actually have tattoos by then. I mean, I went to school with a few guys that had tattoos themselves, and they were not like small tattoos. One dude had a huge sleeve. No joke. He was 15. Anyway, so I had been thinking about getting a tattoo for a while, but I just didn't know what to get. I wasn't settled on a design or an idea of what I wanted. And then fast forward to last year, I believe, I think it was in December last year, there was the PSX 2016 event. Now, if you don't know what PSX is, that is the big PlayStation event. During this event, they revealed The Last of Us Part 2. As soon as I saw Ellie's tattoo, I was like, I want that. Now, if you haven't been around my channel for a while, or you're just stopping by randomly, if so, hi. I am a really, really big The Last of Us fan. I played the original when it first came out in high school, and then I bought the remastered edition because I didn't have the DLC for the original release. And I just love the game overall. I mean, the story is great, and the characters are just so damn well done. Ellie and Joel have a very special place in my heart. Ellie especially. So I was very, very excited when The Last of Us Part 2 was announced. I mean, I was crying. I was happy crying. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, I was just completely stoked that it was coming out. Even though it was just a little teaser, like, that was just enough to sate me for that time. But one thing in particular about The Last of Us Part 2 teaser was that I really, really liked Ellie's tattoo. I thought it was such an awesome design, and The Last of Us has a very, very special place in my heart for reasons that I will get into very, very soon. A wee while later, Naughty Dog actually released the design for Ellie's tattoo, basically saying, here you go folks, have fun. And quite a few people actually did get that tattoo. Like, I am not the only one with this tattoo. There are so many people that have it. But honestly, that doesn't bug me at all, really. I mean, I have had comments that have been like, oh, you're just getting on a trend. You're just getting the tattoo and you don't even know what it means yet. Or so many have this tattoo that it's not special. And honestly, to those comments, I just want to say a polite fuck off. I got the tattoo for my own personal reasons, and believe it or not, sometimes people get tattoos just because they like the design. They don't need to have a backstory. But mine does have a bit of a backstory to it, and it has personal meaning to me. When I was in high school, I think I would have been about 15 when I played The Last of Us for the first time. I was going through a pretty rough patch. I was getting bullied heavily, and I wasn't doing well in school, both because of just personal reasons. That and the bullying made it so bad that I was just terrified to go to school. I was getting picked on by a ton of people, both in my year and above and below my year. My old high school had a long driveway that you'd have to walk up before you get to like all the buildings and classrooms and stuff. And pretty much nearly every day I'd walk up that driveway, I would get just random mean comments by people that I hadn't even spoken to before, or just people that knew me and thought, I don't know, let's get a laugh out of making fun of the weird girl. I remember one comment in particular that sort of stuck with me for a few years. I don't know, I just remember it, like, just clear as day. I was walking up the drive, just, minding my own business, just focusing on walking and not tripping over myself. And there was a group of girls that I did know. Some of them were in my class, some were in other classes, but I did know them. And there were a couple other kids there that I had no idea who they were. And I remember this one boy called out to me saying, "Did you fall from heaven? Because your face is really fucked up." And I remember that clear as day. So I dealt with stuff like that, as well as being tripped up by random kids in the hallways, just for the, I don't know, I guess they thought it was funny. As well as being taunted by a few people in my friend group that weren't really friends, but because everyone liked them, no one ever spoke out against it. So I was pretty much on my own throughout my whole high school experience when it comes to, you know, being picked on. I didn't have any close friends that would stick up for me at all, which sucked big time. It really, really sucked. I also got bullied in class, and the teachers didn't do anything at all. It sucked. Basically, my high school experience, my public high school experience anyway, was just shit. There's no other way to put it. And I felt down quite a lot, and my only escape through it was video games, honestly. I'd come home and I'd play stuff like, I played Skyrim so damn much. I actually talked about how Skyrim helped me through depression in an earlier video that I think I did last year. I don't know, it was way over 10 months ago. But if you want to check that out, I will link it down below. It's actually pretty good. I'm quite proud of that one. But I also picked up The Last of Us, and something about the story just really resonated with me. There's this one saying that Ellie has in the game where I think her and Joel are in Pittsburgh, and during one fight scene with some hunters that were around in the city, Ellie says the words "endure and survive." And there's something about that endure and survive thing that just really, it stuck with me for years. And I remember just, I don't know, going through a lot of both my high school years and just some really tough moments in life, just thinking, oh well, you gotta get through this, endure and survive. So I figured, why not honor The Last of Us in that way? The game did a lot for me. It actually gave me something to look forward to at the end of the day. Like, I would be sitting in class looking forward to getting home in 6th period, because then I'll get to play The Last of Us and I'll be away from all those idiots. So yeah, that is the backstory behind my tattoo. Now I'm going to talk about the actual tattooing process itself. So this is my first ever tattoo. I actually eventually planned on getting endure and survive with an arrow done later, because I don't know, I just feel like adding more onto it. You know, just personalizing it a little bit, but also sticking with the original design. So the actual tattooing process itself, it took 4 hours to get this tattoo done, and it honestly wasn't that painful. I have heard for years that getting a tattoo was just, you know, a nightmare. It was horrible, pain, suffering, just all that fun stuff. The actual process took me by surprise. I was actually falling asleep while I was getting the tattoo done, so you know, that says a lot about my pain tolerance. I will say the worst part of getting this tattoo was the actual moth itself. So like, this part here was the most painful part of the tattoo to get. I know, because it was like right on my inner arm, so it was a lot more sensitive. But other than that, the pain side of things, it genuinely wasn't that bad. Even the dark leaves, they were honestly hardly any pain. When it comes to the pain, it felt like a cat scratch, but multiple cat scratches at once. But after a while, you just sort of got used to it. Now, the actual studio that I went to, tattoo artists themselves, they're all women, and they were just so damn nice. They really thought the design was awesome, and after I explained like what it meant to me, they completely got it. So that was nice, because, you know, I was a little worried about, I don't know, getting judgy looks because I'm getting a video game related tattoo. But luckily I didn't have to deal with that, and it was a really pleasant experience overall. Plus, I actually got this tattoo as an early birthday present to myself. It was like a month early because they were away for, you know, around my birthday. So that's pretty much my experience of getting this tattoo. I think my favorite part of the tattoo is actually the body of the moth itself and the dotting at the start of the wings. I think it just looks so damn cool. I completely love it. And that is the story behind my The Last of Us tattoo. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this and listening to this whole backstory behind me getting this tattoo. Anyway, this is Icewire signing off, and I'll see you in 2 bits later next time on the channel. If you like what I do on this channel, please consider hitting the like button and or subscribing if you are new and you like this sort of thing. Let me know what you thought of this video down in the comments below. Do consider checking out my Patreon, as it fuels the growth of my content's quality and the variety of said content that you guys get to see on this channel. Have a lovely day / night wherever you are in the world. Bye!